Welcome to the unboxing of the bride kit. I'm going to take you guys through what is included in our top-selling bestseller, the bride kit, revered by brides. So let's dive in. Every time a bride kit ships or you get it as a gift at a venue that is a partner of ours, it always comes in a satin dust bag. For the satin dust bag, it's obviously a play on our smaller dust bags, which we'll get to soon. But it was important for us to feel like this is a luxury item at a really attainable price point. So the presentation meant a lot to us. We love that this can also double as a shoe bag, like a dust bag for your shoes, or you could maybe put your lingerie in there, any dirty clothes from the weekend. It's just a great travel bag and it has a lot of use. Fun fact, when we first launched the company, we did so with the kit in a box. So the receptacle changed from a really poor quality box to a really expensive and high quality box, think Apple type packaging, to now a really beautiful and practical travel bag that compresses really flat. So you can wipe it clean so it's washable, and it just makes a lot more sense for a traveling bride or a bridesmaid or anyone who might be using the kit. When you open the kit, inside you will find our small mini satin bags that are usually tied in a cute little bow. There's 2 of those, which contains most of the items for the kit. And then you'll also find some of the bigger items that don't fit in the small satin dust bags. So this is our sewing kit. I want to show you everything, and I'll show you what's inside of that. And then you'll also find our lint roller. I'm going to walk you through each thing and the best tips and best practices for using all of them. Our hair and pin kit, which has 4 different colored safety pins, 2 different colored bobby pins, straight pins, and clear elastics. And those items will all come loose in the kit, as well as our trifold brochure that tells you how to use everything, what everything is, and all of our stylist hacks, if you will. As you can see here, we've got the clear bag. It has kind of a frosted front, which we thought was really pretty. And again, just compresses down, and you just take a wet paper towel or a wet towel, whatever you use to wipe things down, just get it a little bit damp, and then you should be able to wash it out. If the grosgrain straps start to show some dirt or wear, you can always take your stain removing spray, which we'll get to, and spray out any big stains. Make sure to dab it with a little bit of water first if you want the best results for that. Or you can take a little bit of dish detergent or laundry detergent and just give it a little scrub with some water, and you'll have your bag looking as good as new. All right, let's get to the good stuff. So the trifold brochure, I want to make sure that you know that this really is your key and your legend on how to use everything. So we walk you through what it is, how to use it, a great tip, and then if there are any storage tips or any additional ways to use something other than the obvious, make sure that you're referring to this. We have even more information in our ebook, as well as on our FAQs and tips and tricks online. And all of our social and information is on the back. So make sure that when you open your kit, you're really taking a look at this brochure to understand what's included so you don't miss anything and what's inside. Let's dive a little deeper in what's in the small satin bags. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, you're gonna have 2 small satin bags, and one of the first things is gonna be really truly one of the bride's best friends, and this is a reusable straw. It comes in this really cute little washable pouch, so you can protect it, keep it sanitary. And you've got a metal straw here. It's this really cute rose gold. It is dishwasher friendly, but you can always hand wash. And it also comes with a little pipe cleaner too, which I love. And then for travel, once you've cleaned it and you've dried it thoroughly, make sure that it dries thoroughly, that you air dry it. You can run it through the dishwasher though. You just store it right back in this little bag, and this way you keep your lipstick in place. Next, we have our alcohol prep pads, and we've included these because oftentimes you're using body tape, whether it's chest tape or our super strength rescue tape. You need to make sure that you have clean, dry skin. So a lot of times people will use lotion or oil before getting dressed. big no-no when it comes to fashion. You definitely want to make sure that you reserve any of that for after you get dressed. And I would be really wary about lotions or oils, especially near delicate fabrics like silks and satins, just in general, because they do tend to stain the dresses. And you don't want to have to do stain removal on your big day if you don't really have to. So alcohol pads are so great just for cleansing the skin, getting rid of any excess lotions, oils, residues. If you did happen to use double stick tape on your skin and you just want to get rid of any residue that might be left over, these are going to be so handy for you. And you can also use them if there happens to be an injury. I really hope that that doesn't happen, but if you need to treat something right away with an alcohol pad, you've got it right in your kit. Next up, we have our deodorant removing sponge. This is the workhorse, the secret weapon, one of my favorite items in the kit. The reason it comes in a baggie, a clear baggie, is because we want you to make sure that you store it always dry. This is not a sponge that needs to get wet, so you're not washing your dishes with this sponge. This is for residue, white residue, flecks of lint, any dirt that might happen to get on the shoes. If you are practicing your first dance and you're breaking in your new shoes and your fiance happens to step on your foot, which has happened before, this is a secret weapon. Even if there's surface level dirt on a gown, chances are you can wipe away whatever is sitting on the top layer of the fabric or just at the surface level of the fabric. My first line of defense is always to grab this sponge. For some reason, it reminds me of like a magic eraser, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. This little baby, don't leave home without it. Next up, we have our foot gel pads. So what I love about our gel pads are that they are washable and reusable. So they come with a little film on the bottom of the pad just to protect the sticky side of the pad. But it also is meant to be kept so you can wash them, allow them to air dry because they are like a silicone finish. And here they are. You can see that that little pad there has a really nice cushion to it. Oof, just looking at these makes my feet feel more comfortable. You do want to think about if your foot does sweat a little bit. So if you're getting married in the warm climate, you might want to sprinkle a little bit of baby powder just onto the top layer, not the sticky side where it's going to adhere to your shoe, but just where your foot might rest on it, just to prevent any slipping when you do wear these pads, because any sort of liquid against the silicone is just going to create a little bit of a slip effect. But all in all, these are super comfortable and they are washable and reusable multiple times. You can probably get, I would say, like 30 to 35 wears out of them, if not like infinity wears. I mean, I've never heard of these wearing down. So infinity wears. Okay, you're welcome. Next up, we have our Body Glide for brides. This product is a savior. Anti-chafe, anti-blister. I mean, anti-grease. There's not going to be any residue left over. You can wear it you can use it on your feet, on your heels, on your underarms, on your thighs, on your ankles, on your bust line. And one of our personal favorite tricks, on your sticky zipper. So if your zipper is having an impossible time getting over, especially the area where different fabrications meet on a dress, just take a little bit of this and glide it along the zipper and you should be able to just yank that zipper right up. This is like the secret weapon. And if you chafe at all, or if you have a heavily beaded or embellished gown and you're worried about chafing or rubbing underneath your armpit area or on your chest, generously apply this product and I promise you won't be sorry, especially if you are breaking in new shoes. This will help prevent and solve any blistering. So this should not leave your side, and don't forget to pass this over to the guys too. Next up, we have our compact mirror Nice and thin, nice and compact, pretty self-explanatory. It has both a regular side mirror and a magnifying side, so you can get up really close and make sure all those lashes are in place and no fallout from any of your eyeshadow is lingering on your face. Keep this in your clutch for the whole day and you'll be so glad you did. All right, moving on to the button and bustle hook. I don't know if you can see that cute little branding there. Boop. We did it in a beautiful rose gold, and it has a little hook, so it's essentially like a crochet hook, but works to help loop those satin covered buttons closed up. I use it on bustles. This little thing has been one of my workhorse tools in my kit, and I absolutely don't go to a wedding without it. Next up, our unscented, flight-friendly in size wrinkle release spray. You're gonna wanna apply this generously. I know that you're shoving things in your suitcase, wedding party, okay? Make sure that you're taking everything out of your suitcases and out of garment bags as soon as you arrive to your destination for your wedding. But in the event that somebody comes that just barely made their flight, at least they made it, but you're gonna wanna make sure that you have the wrinkle release handy. Apply generously and then use your hand to smooth the fabric down in like a whooshing effect. Shake out the garment and keep applying and whooshing, and this will be your best friend. Moving on to our silicone pasties, we have really thought about the size, the texture, the wearability, and just, you know, a product that stands the test of time. It comes in 2 shades available, 2 colors available, and it's been one of those products that people have said, this is even better than insert product. I won't do it, but we've had great feedback from these. So you want to make sure again that your skin is always clean and dry, but we love the amount of coverage that it gives. We love that it doesn't create like any sort of poking through the garments, and it also serves as a great protectant if you are using body tape. Wanted to make sure I showed you both colors. Et voila, just choose your preferred color right at checkout. These next 2 products go really hand in hand. One of them is really what sparked the whole idea for the bride kit and just the rescue kit company in general. This is like one of my best stories of all time, but needing to sew a bride in right before first look after somebody stepped on the back of her dress and the zipper completely busted. I just remembered I really was not skilled at threading a needle and happened to call down to the front desk of the hotel resort that I was at, and they did have pre-threaded needles. So automatically, it was something that we knew we would put in the kit. We've chosen all of the most popular bridal colors to include. So black, white, blue, tan, gray, and pink. Those are all pre-threaded for you, and it goes really nicely with our beautiful leather sewing kit that has a selection of colors for you: scissors, seam ripper, threaders, a safety pin, needles, measuring tape, you name it, it's there. It's something that you always want to have on you. And if you are unskilled like me and you don't know how to thread a needle, the threaders are there for you. I mentioned this product a little bit earlier at the start of this video, but the hair and pin kit is one of our hero products. It has 4 different colored safety pins: silver, gold, black, white. That was really important to us to include the colors of a traditional suit or tux, or, you know, for a black tie event, or white for a wedding gown, and silver and gold that just can kind of blend seamlessly into most colors. And it was also important for us to have 2 different color bobby pins. Although we are not a beauty company and people try every day to make us one, we are not. We are here for fashion emergencies, but we still wanted to think about the hair emergencies and what you can use in a pinch. Oftentimes you can use a bobby pin to help close a button. You could use it if you wanted to hold fabric together. You could use a small rubber band to also hold two straps together. If straps break and you don't want to sew them, you could create a halter. So it was really important for us to have items that could be used in multiple ways. You'll also find straight pins in here that can be used in place of a boutonniere pin. And yeah, it was just like one of those things that we wanted to put all together for you. So it was like kit in a kit, like Russian dolls, like put it all together. You get it. Still going. One of the things we pride ourselves on here at the Rescue Kit Company is our partnerships and collaborations with other brands that are doing it and doing it well. We're so proud to work with small businesses, female, family-owned, people that still own 100% of their company, and just people who are doing it right in the industry. And one of those companies is Static Schmatic. So we were so proud to partner with them on their static removing spray and make it all about you guys. Make it a product that we could brand for brides and include in our kit. This is safe for your hair, safe on your clothing. It is the best static removing product on the market. Mini tissues, one of my most highly requested items on the wedding day. They're so cute for the snotty, happy tears. I mean, it's true, right? They're so adorable. And I love that there's like a cute little blurb about us on the back so you can read all about us. But these are so great just to hand to the couple right before they read their private vows, or just to have on hand for family members of the wedding party. And they're just so darn cute. Have you ever worn a pair of earrings that just feel so heavy on your lobe? Fear not, we have lobe support patches. 60 included here, so you can share it with your friends and not feel bad about it. They're clear, they're disposable, they're sticky, and they help support your earlobe for those heavy earrings that you might be wearing on the wedding day. Remember the story earlier about the broken zipper that helped innovate this entire kit? Well, not only did I sew her in, but I actually super glued her in as well. Had super glue not been there, and had it not been at so many weddings that I have worked, heirloom earrings would not have been worn. Dresses would not have made it down the aisle. There's something about having super glue on hand that just makes me feel comforted behind the scenes. You gotta have super glue. So think about small stones and embellishments and broken straps. This will also be your best friend. All right, moving into some of our heaviest hitters, our super strength rescue tape. We worked so hard to innovate with our manufacturer on this tape. It is the stickiest double stick tape on the market. I dare you, I just dare you, triple dog dare you, to go out and find a stickier tape that holds longer and stronger than ours. Stain removing spray. This is one of our heaviest hitting product and most requested. This little baby is 2 ounces of just pure liquid gold. Do not leave home without this product. Think about all of the stains that happen on the wedding day and leading up to the wedding day, especially with all the white that you're wearing. So you want to make sure that you apply a little bit of water to the stain first and then spray generously, and it should just do its magic. Always think about the type of fabric that you're applying this to. And if you have the opportunity to get something dry cleaned, if there's time, we always recommend, of course, getting it cleaned too. But this little baby will save you in a pinch, and it's just as cute as pie. All right, cotton towel and protective gloves are also included in the kit. The cotton towel is, well, first of all, how cute is that? We really thought about everything, you guys. But think about when you're pulling the bouquets out of their water vases and you're ready to rock, you want to have something to dab those. I mean, you could use this as a pocket square in a pinch if you had to. You could even get 3 pocket squares out of this if you really work on it. You could also use it as a hanky if you want. This little baby is just multi-use. And of course we wanted to include a pair of rubber gloves, because if you are handling super glue, which we mentioned earlier, and they're pink, you want to have a pair of rubber gloves on you. So these are just some extras that we thought would complement everything else in the kit. Okay, there you have it. 22 items of amazingness for your wedding day. Listen, fashion emergency tools are so important to have behind the scenes in the getting ready room. transfer them over to a bathroom if you want everyone to have access to all the goodness that we have in the bride kit. And thanks for supporting our small, female-owned, family-operated business. That's a wrap on the bride kit.